Hey, listeners, have you ever wondered what you're missing on the Patreon?
Let us ask you these questions. Do you like the Pre-Fixe? There's an extended version of it every week on the Patreon called the a la carte.
Do you miss your favorite dead celebrities? We have a medium who comes on to talk to them on the Patreon.
Are you an astrology buff? We have an astrologer who comes to the Patreon to read the celebrity stars.
Do you want to hear what we edit out of the podcast? Then you can listen to our cutting room floor episodes on the Patreon.
Do you ever wish we could fix you? Then listen to our all-tier advice episodes right now on the Patreon.
And if you ever want to kiki with other listeners of this pod, come to one of our hilarious live Zoom spectaculars.
Still not convinced? No problem. Head on over to patreon.com/fixingfamouspeople to listen to an example episode of each of these. Absolutely free. See you on Patreon.
Where's Shelley? This is Fixing Famous People, the podcast where two reality television producers pitch solutions to save celebrities in dire straits.
But first, let's get to the Pre-Fixe, your weekly pop culture roundup.
Whew, listeners. How's it going? You know, a lot's happened since our last broadcast. A lot of things, a lot of upheaval, a lot of things have happened in our country. I feel it. You feel it. We have to talk about it. How the fuck did Kathy Bates not get an Emmy for Matlock? How did this happen?
Robbed. I
mean,
was reaching
when they say we're in a
for the
time
phone.
period, when they say we're in a time period where this country's going down the tubes, they're going to point to the Bates snub at the 2025 Emmys as when it all started to crack. How do you not? How do you not?
Robbed. I went to reach for the phone to say she was robbed, and Rebecca already wrote Kathy Bates was robbed.
I almost fainted. I was in a car driving from Brooklyn to the Bronx when you all were in the group text, and I could not participate. And when it came through that she lost, I'm not going to lie, I was on the West Side Highway. I almost ended up in the Hudson River. Almost did it. But I didn't want to take anyone else out because of my predilections.
It's sad.
Welcome, folks, to the second annual Emmy Extravaganza. Rebecca Bregman will be joining us after the Pre-Fixe today. We will pick apart everything about the Emmy Awards.
We have so much to say.
I stopped taking notes because we can only fit all this in 1 hour. But there were so many notes. Whew. Highest rated Emmys in 4 years too, which I am confounded by. Good for you, but I'm confounded. Truly.
People keep being like, no one watches TV. They do. Sorry, they
definitely do. They definitely do.
Someone was like, the other day was like, well, no one's watching TV anymore. And I was like, no, the numbers are there. Like, these companies don't know how to like not merge with each other to like fuck everything up. Like, we're making the TV and they're watching it. There's just a bunch of mishigas, they say, that's like above our heads that's like causing the problems.
I will tell you this. There's a lot to celebrate and a lot to mourn with this Emmys.
Sure.
We will discuss it after the Pre-Fixe. I will say in actual mourning is that since we last saw you, we have discovered that Ego Nwodim will not be returning to the 51st season of Saturday Night Live.
The fact that you didn't come here in a black veil is actually, I'm upset.
I'm being totally serious about this. We've been doing this podcast for 2.5+ years. Me posting on my Instagram story and subsequently you and FFP posting about Ego was without question the biggest listener engagement that I have had personally in this entire, when I tell you people, I have my list of friend requests and conversation requests on Instagram exploded. Like people were just like, I thought of you guys the moment I heard this. I thought of you the moment I heard this. Why are you not posting about it? I'm like, I did post about it 3 times. And also I'd like some privacy at this time. Like,
please start talking about privacy at this time. Yeah.
I don't think I realized that we or I have mentioned our relief at her not leaving, I guess weekly for the past month. I don't even.
Yes.
I mean, you know, I have the memory of a challenged goldfish. So when people are like, you talk about it every week, I'm like, I do?
Yeah. You have brought it up multiple times. Hence, when people's concern, the DMs were rolling and like, is Dominick okay? And I did share that screenshot. I said no.
I saw that.
I just said no. No. Because that was the answer. No. To quote Oprah Winfrey, no is a complete sentence.
Yeah, it sure is. Period.
No, it's rough.
And I don't, she released a statement. It was her decision. No one's buying it. It had to be a contract breakdown. Why does someone, she was to me the MVP of the last few years, with all due respect to Bowen Yang and co. There's not anyone on this current cast that I would have been like, get rid of them, to be honest. I didn't feel like there were any weak links. For real.
You think she's like, I want like $300,000 more, and they're like,
I think she was
right.
My guess is that she, right? Yeah. I think the same thing might have happened with Heidi. Losing Heidi Gardner and Ego Nwodim in the same season, that seems very extreme.
And they probably just want to get out of the contract so they can do other things, right?
I guess.
I would eventually.
So
they've both been on for what,
yes,
7 seasons?
Yes, obviously, but I don't know. I would like to think that they would throw whatever they could at her because she's that talented, but I guess there's a ceiling.
And I wonder, and after so long, after doing it for 7 years, you're like, I'm done. You know what I mean? Unless they're going to give me this fuck you money, like I'm going to just like,
that's part of it.
They're like, I've done it. I did it.
Stayed for 7. I think that Wig stayed for 7, or maybe she might have stayed a little bit more. I know Tina Fey was there for 9 years. So maybe it might be that. We'll miss you and love you.
But after a while, you're like, I did it.
Well, listen, I have to get off of it because I'm very upset about it for real. It's the first time where I'm like, I'm going to miss this particular actor so much on the season premiere. I think it's utterly ridiculous. I'm sorry to open with such sadness. Kathy Bates, now this. I don't even know. Yeah. We're taking it down such a dark path. Let me give you some good news. Senora Hilaria Baldwin, who's about to make her debut on Dancing with the Stars, has announced that the first song she'll be dancing to is a favorite of ours and Chris's in particular. You've heard him sing it many times. He may sing it now. Chris, why don't you give us the chorus?
Let's get loud.
That's right. So it might not be in Spanish, but it is Spanish adjacent. She's trolling this podcast.
It's the most Spanish song in the world, is what it is. And is there any Spanish in it? No, but it's just as Spanish as she is really what it is. She's trolling us. Like when I say us, I mean yourself and myself. Like she is trolling us. You said so many people, speaking of engagement, so many people me being like, this has been confirmed. Like she is trolling both of you. She's a listener. She knows what she's doing. It's fucking bananas. Yeah. And again, this is why she's on the fucking show, because she's going to be so insufferable and I'm going to watch every single fucking second of it.
It's such a deliberate song choice as well. Like there's no, like she wasn't going to do something in Spanish, but she was definitely going to give a nod to some Spanish
she's
language.
Like, you know what I'm doing. Music. She's like, she's like, Dominick, I'm lining up to my TV.
I disagree with you that she's going to win this season. I don't think she's going to have the support of the nation.
Okay. Yeah, but at a certain point, the score is the score. No?
True.
Oh, I guess, do they vote? Do people even
It's
vote
both.
still?
Isn't it both? Like, I think maybe in the beginning, it's just the experts.
But like,
I stopped watching pretty much when my former colleague Tyra Banks was hosting because I couldn't.
Sure. Now that I'm hearing that there is a voting part of it, but like she does have followers. Like she is famous on her own right now. Who knows? Anyway, but she's gonna score-wise, she's gonna dominate. Is all I'm telling you.
Yeah, she probably will.
Score-wise,
she'll probably be better than Steve Irwin's not gay son. Yeah,
or Corey Feldman or Topanga.
Let's not forget Corey Feldman's an artist. We've seen him dance on the Today Show or whatever that was.
Yeah, with his like harem of angels. Yeah, remember that?
Yeah.
No, she's doing. There's going to be lifts. Oh, I can't wait. Well,
Topanga's going to turn it. I bet Topanga's going to be a surprise on that show.
She'll be good.
She's going to be Final Four.
Yeah, I bet she'll be good. And there's a few. Some of those Mormon wives are going to do good because they're going to be like, I can finally dance for the first time, and they're going to feel unleashed.
That's right. Well, speaking of Mormon wives, one of them has just been named the Bachelorette, in fact. And her name is Taylor Frankie Paul.
Yeah. The star of the show. She's the main one. She's the star.
Well, not a non-controversial pick because I don't know if she's the first Bachelorette or the first person, even the first titular person not of Golden Bachelor or Bachelorette to have kids. I'm sure some of them have, but she does have kids with 2 other men, which Joy Behar gingerly brought up on The View and apparently received backlash for. As Joy said it, what is she looking for? A third baby daddy? It's like, oh, Joy, ever the delicate, ever the delicate.
Which, because isn't this the same network? Isn't it?
Yes, of course it is.
You on ABC? Yeah. It's Jesus Christ.
But listen, she does have a point, and I don't know if she's highlighting something that's very bold for the franchise or something that's like, wow, how much baggage are you trying to saddle this person with at the very beginning, which is realistic. You know what I mean?
It does.
Certainly not the only person with children.
It does complicate The Bachelorette as a show, but. Yeah. I do like that they're just like completely throwing out the window the like facade that they live under. That's like, this is a wholesome show and like blah, blah. You know what I mean? They try to make it be this like, it's just like a virgin and all these men that want to deflower her. And that's beautiful. Like, no, this is like a girl that's like been arrested for domestic violence. Do you know what I mean? Like we're going in. Like, she's like made her mistakes and we've seen she's not this squeaky clean. All the things that would come out in the article about her, like it did with Gary, remember that? We watched it on TV, so like we're good. Which is smart, don't you think?
Right? Yeah, I think so.
Do I want her on TV? No, she needs help. There was a scene in this season where her dad called her like a dirty slut, like basically. Ooh. And she was like, it was like one of the worst things I've ever watched of her entire family turning on her being like, you're a dumb whore. And you, the viewer, are just like, oh my God, can one person be on her side, please, for the love of God? After she's with this like piece of garbage man that treats her like absolute shit and cheated on her. And they're like, get over it, you dumb slut. And it's like so bad. And so it's like, if her parents are like cheering for her in the audience, that's going to be a no for me, dog.
Anywho, now I am going to watch. Woo!
I'm going to be peeking. I'll be peeking at The Bachelorette with Taylor.
Well, I guess there's some sort of dispute whether or not her ex-boyfriend, who may or may not have been her ex when the announcement was released, like there's some shady Instagramming happening where he found out by reading it online and apparently was quite shocked.
Yeah, I love it.
Quite shocked.
The men try to pretend like they're above the drama, but they get so in it on that show.
Oh, they love it. They love it. They'll make him the next Bachelor. I don't remember his name, but he's a hot piece of ass. I'd make him the Bachelor.
Tyler something. He looks like a Tyler. It's like something like Dakota is his name. His name is literally Dakota.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's an absolute monster in every way too. So of course they'll probably make him the Bachelor. Anyway, moving on.
Big Little Lies 3 seems to be real. They have hired a scriptwriter. I don't know where they're going to go. I'll see these women obviously get together and do absolutely anything, like clearly. However, if this is going to be like and just like that, I'm gonna rage if they ruin it. I'm gonna rage.
It won't be like that. But like it's like we didn't really even need the second season of it. The first season was just so fucking perfect.
Right.
And so
we'll always be viewed that way. Right.
Yeah. The second season was like good, but it was just like a good TV show. Whereas like Big Little Lies, in my opinion, like brought us back to the HBO style 1 hour drama on Sunday night that you like talked about in the morning on Monday. You know what I mean? That really brought us back down to the studs of that. And so I feel like, sure, but like what else they got to do? Kill a new person?
I mean, well, that's what's going to happen. I mean, it's going to have to be. Speaking of killing people, we haven't brought this up yet, I don't think, but Hunting Wives has been... Have we talked about Hunting Wives on this broadcast?
You watched it and you really liked it.
Oh my God.
And you wouldn't be a lesbian or something like that.
I am a lesbian. I'm clearly transitioning into one. Malin Ackerman and Brittany Snow were at the Emmys last night, looking absolutely stunning and making some sort of lesbian joke when they came out. Like it was...
Because Malin Ackerman like bangs everyone, right? She's like, if someone's like onto her, she just bangs them into submission.
I don't even want to spoil it for anybody. I want you to just watch it and enjoy it because I wasn't expecting what I saw with this. And I was so sad when it was over. I loved it. I love Malin Ackerman.
She's so good in the comeback season 1. Like she's so good in the comeback season 1.
I just keep forgetting.
And
it was such a long time ago.
She's so good. She might need to get fixed. She doesn't have the career but this is kind of giving her that. She doesn't have the career that she deserves to have for how I find her.
I'm waiting until
actor.
Season 2. I agree, but I'm waiting for Season 2 until we fix her. I feel like she's cresting right now.
Yes. Yeah. She's on the up.
And she basically dressed in character last night, which I thought was absolutely brilliant. I don't think they were eligible for Emmys this year, but She's got to get nominated next year. She absolutely has to. She's
Really?
an absolute genius.
It's that
Oh my
good?
God, she's so good. I think she's fantastic. I think the whole thing's fantastic.
Wow. Okay. I
It's
wasn't
like,
really going to watch it.
If you like Housewives, you'll love this. It's basically
Okay.
a fictionalized version of them,
of Housewives,
and killing and fucking. Yeah. So
Okay.
basically, it's just like, they could have called it Weekend at Luann's, the entire thing.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Just kidding, Lou. We're just kidding around. Life is a cabaret. Speaking of, I know we spoke about Big Little Lies earlier. One of it stars Zoe Kravitz. Were we aware that Zoe Kravitz and Harry Styles were dating?
I don't think that's real.
No,
date.
No,
Dominic. Dating. Well, wasn't she just with Channing Tatum too? No, she was just with Austin Butler because they're in that movie together, quote unquote. She's making the rounds.
She took him to lunch, though. She took Harry Styles to lunch with Lenny Kravitz. And I read a quote from Lenny today that Harry was a nice guy.
I think she's on the circuit.
She could be. She could very well be. I do think that her introducing him to Lenny, unless she was just trying to connect two musicians. I mean, the better story here is that they dump her and Lenny Kravitz and Harry Styles
have sex with each other.
That's what I meant.
They both rip some leather pants apart in the crotch and then go at it.
The three of them are at lunch one day and they literally can't control themselves. And they just start making out across the table. And even Lenny just knocks Zoe Kravitz out of the booth at the diner.
she runs screaming.
This happening at a diner. Yeah. She runs. I bet she wouldn't run screaming. I think she'd take out her phone and go, really?
She'd be like, Dad,
really?
She'd be like, Dad, stop. Yeah. Not again. Yeah. Do you remember when Lenny Kravitz's leather pants just split wide open and his penis was just on display for every single person alive?
I don't believe I saw that.
What?
I don't think I saw the Lenny Kravitz. I'm thinking of many pants split videos that I've seen. I don't think I've seen Lenny Kravitz's pants split revealing wiener.
This was
it'll be the first thing I do when I'm done.
15 years ago, but he had a pair of leather pants, was not wearing underwear underneath, split the crotch wide open, and his whole schlong was out for the world to see. And obviously it was absolutely humongous. So yeah, there we go.
Let's stick with Harry's while we're here. Harry. What is Harry's? Oh, Harry Sussex. H.
What is his last name? He doesn't have one.
The Duke of Schmuckers. Yeah. Harold Schmuckers the Third.
Not Harold.
He saw his father. He saw the king. He was in the UK, and since we've last seen each other, they have been reunited. Supposedly, it was an emotional reunion, and his dad is doing well. And Harry has said the next year is all about dad. It's about making sure dad is okay. And so everyone in the world is, of course, going, how convenient that you need to devote your life to your father at the same exact time when multiple sources are saying you've had it with Los Angeles and you need to get back to the UK.
Yeah, he's all these Americans, get me out of here. He's I don't have everyone paying for everything that I do at all times. What? He doesn't know any better. I bet he fell on the floor. I bet he walked into the Buckingham Palace or wherever the fuck it was and fell on the floor and said, I will do anything. I will do anything. Daddy. I will fly Thomas and Samantha Markle to my house and lock them in there with the Duchess of Schmuckers and come back here one way. I'll do whatever you want. Anything. No, he wants that money so badly. He's a job. He's never heard of it. He desperately doesn't want to work. He's not even qualified to work at the Chick-fil-A in Temecula where Shelley Miscavige has been hiding for the past 11 years. He can't even do that. At the Buca de Beppo. At the Buca de Beppo. He can't even do it. No, at Harold. Never, guys, never forget my first fix on this show ever once was a show where Meghan teaches Harry how to do household chores. That was my first pitch ever. It was too unrealistic. That's why it didn't fly. No one believed he would be able to do it. No. Anyway. All right, so this is an episode of surprises. I didn't know about Harry and Zoe. We didn't know that the other Harry was going to be seeing his dad. And then, apparently last year, Ellen DeGeneres, before fleeing to the UK, T-boned someone with her car. Who is she? Caitlyn Jenner? It somehow went unreported. It's just so weird. There's this new lawsuit. In documents obtained by Page Six, a woman driver claimed the former talk show host hit her Tesla after allegedly blowing past the stop sign in Santa Barbara County in October 2023. Guys, who's listening to the police scanner? Who's looking through the court docs in LA? We are 2 years behind with this.
And
How
also,
did we
like,
not know this?
yeah, not T-boned a car. That's like
Ellen
really bad.
DeGeneres is an attempted murderer blowing a stop sign.
Oh my God, I didn't even tell you. I got pulled over in Toronto because I ran a red light, and I 100% ran it. It was my fault. I was guilty as charged, and I ran a red light, and they pulled me right over. And the first thing, I have not been pulled over since I was in college, probably. And the first thing I thought of was whenever you got a speeding ticket and you went to go give them your credit card so you could just pay for it at the time.
Yeah. They took the machine out that he's writing the ticket on, and I handed him my card because I thought it was a credit card machine, like from the 80s. I was like, oh, we're going to run this right at the table? Great. I can get the fuck out of here. That man looked at me with such disdain. He was like, no,
he was
sir,
like, you fucking loser. Yeah.
This is not how that works. I guess you haven't gotten a ticket before. I was like, well, given that fact, shouldn't I be let go? Since this is obviously an aberration that I was going 84 and a 55. How fast were you going?
No, I just ran a red light. That's what it didn't matter. I wasn't going fast, but I ran the red light.
Like, how many seconds had the light turned red?
It wasn't bad. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't good.
How many martinis did you have before you got behind
Not one.
the wheel?
Clean as a whistle coming home from work.
Were your children in the front seat? Just kidding. This isn't how we wanted the world to know you have 3 daughters.
Anyway.
How is Toronto, by the way? Are we talking about what you're doing up there or not yet?
Yeah, I'm working on a show. I just can't say what it is. We're having so much fun. Work is work, obviously. We're shooting. It's a lot. It's, long days. But like this weekend, we went all around. We were having the best time. We went to a museum. We went to the aquarium. It was great. And I love Toronto. If I had to move to Canada, like if I needed to flee America, like I would 100% come move and live in Toronto.
I have not been to Toronto in the longest time, but I do believe I'll be performing my holiday show there this year, which will be fun. You'll have to tell me where all the best,
I will,
meaning gayest places are to go before I get there. Speaking of gay, Sam Asghari and K-Fed look like they're having a war of hordes. Do we do a Britney watch for this when the exes are clawing at each other?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think either of them deserves it. So I'm going to say no.
This is more like we'll come up with a separate theme for something we'll call douche watch.
Yeah.
Coattail douche watch. No. Sam Asghari, I guess upon hearing, I'm jumbling all this together. K-Fed's coming out with a book in October. And anytime anyone's asking him about the book, he's very cagey about like what bombshells or revelations are going to be in it.
Well, because there's going to be nothing. It's going to be so
probably
fucking
not.
Stupid. Right.
But Sammy of the Traders and of just hotness in general, Sam Asghari was like, Kevin Federline is a professional father. And that's all I have to say about that. And K-Fed was like, I won't respond to it. Just read my book, which would be great if the first line is, hi, I'm a professional father.
Yeah, literally. One, it's not even a book that will be in print. It's just simply an audiobook to like launch some like audiobook app.
Are you serious?
Yeah, swear to God.
Okay.
It's you won't be able to order the book.
That is not how the article was presented.
No,
that was not how he was presented in the article, rather.
It's an audiobook that he performs. And then I tried so hard to get Dolores to tell me that Sam Asghari is like a piece of shit. I was like, he's horrible, right? Like, isn't he a piece of, she was like, he's the nicest boy ever. Like I was like, and then blah, blah, blah. And then blah, blah, blah. And like, what about this? And she's like,
I do believe
and she
that.
Like, she learned all about his like story about how he came to America. And like, it was it's like a horrific story and like all this stuff. And I was like, yeah, but he's like horrible to Britney, right? He's like, he said he tried to help us so much. Like she like would not budge on like him being like the best person ever. And she would tell me.
I like that, though. I like that for Britney's sake, actually. It makes me feel better.
Me too. I actually really like, I'm like glad that he wasn't like a monster.
I thought it was very sweet on the Emmys last night, and I'm bringing this up for a reason, when that Phylicia Rashad did the in memoriam and led with Malcolm Jamal Warner. Phylicia Rashad, who I am pretty decidedly not a fan of for several reasons, looked the absolute best that I've ever seen her in my life at the awards last night. And I love Phylicia Rashad in the role of grande dame of anything, despite my occasional misgivings with her choices and statements. But I love that she talked about Malcolm Jamal Warner. I bring that up because it was beautiful. I bring it up because his wife has apparently identified herself on social media. I did not know that they were very private to the point where he acknowledge publicly that he had a wife, but they were never photographed together, anything like that. Her name's Tanisha Warner. She issued a lovely tribute to her husband and talked about an organization that she and her daughter run. She's either a psychiatrist or a psychologist, but which I think would make her Dr. Tanisha Warner. But I just thought it was interesting that in this day and age, even, Malcolm Jamal Warner, far from A-list at the end of his life, but still big enough that you would have known that he was married and who his wife was. And it's nice that anyone was ever able to live that far out of the
Can other people
when you want to, you can, right?
Yeah. Can other people take a page from him, not parade every single person that we know isn't their real boyfriend? Zoe Kravitz looking at you
the Malcolm Jamal Warners did not do that. Yeah, they successfully avoided all that stuff. They don't call the paparazzi before they're having lunch at the Ivy, because they probably also don't have lunch at the Ivy. In other wonderful news this week, the cover for Liza Minnelli's memoir has been released. The name of the memoir is called Kids, Wait Till You Hear This. I mean, what could bring me more joy than that being the title of a book?
I know. That's what we would say it is, as a joke.
She's already beaten SNL to the what's the parody title punch. And it's just a photo of her with her head in her hands, just looking all Liza. And honest to God, I always remember, because Liza and Cher are the same age. They're both 79. There was a point in the last century where no one thought Liza was going to make it to 49, much less 79. There
Still
were some dicey.
Today.
Yeah, there were many. I'm sure a lot of our listeners weren't even alive when this was happening, but there were many years in the 80s when there were repeated substance and rehab issues where she was maybe not Charlie Sheen level, but it was part of the brand then. Her being a mess was definitely part of 80s Liza. She was definitely a Star and Enquirer regular for those reasons. But she outlived all that. I mean, I'm sure that my saying that to people, it's news to a lot of people, but she definitely had a problem for a while. And now she's just another grande dame. Maybe Liza Minnelli and Felicia Rashad can appear in a same-sex regional dinner theater of Golden Pond. Why
not? Stop.
Why not?
I mean, you're waiting with bated breath.
An interracial queer
same-sex
regional dinner theater, or let's call it supper theater. Why not? I mean, that would be great.
Yeah.
The book comes out in either March or April. I am sure that I am one of 4,000 gay men that are publicly appealing to Chelsea Devantez to be the one to talk about it on her podcast. Although the second half of Cher's book is coming out next year, I would still want dibs on that. And if I have to choose one, I'd have to.
Yeah, you have to pick what you have to pick. And it's hard.
I want to do anything that gay people will like, because those are the only books that I will actually read.
It's called
Kids, wait till you hear this.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Kids, wait till you hear this. Please let her be doing the audiobook. Jesus, please.
Oh, she
has
to.
Please.
Right? No, well, maybe not. Maybe it's
I don't know.
Getting
her to sit in a chair for 14 hours. I don't know.
And it's days and days.
I want dirt in this book, and I don't think Liza's up to that challenge. She's too good of a person. She's all positive energy, which
she's
I'm not sneezing at, but she's not gonna
No, I need to hear every disgusting guy in Hollywood that tried to grope her. You know what I mean? I want to know. I need the list of horrific men, because Henry Kissinger and Warren Beatty were trying to bang her 75 times. You know what I mean? That they both were trying to Eiffel Tower her every fucking day of her life.
When I worked at Joe Allen, and she was in, I won't retell the whole story, but she would come in there when I worked at this restaurant.
I do need to hear the story about her being outside though.
Someone on the waitstaff was like, do you know that she had sex with Scott Baio? I was like, how do you know that? And also, I guess if I were either one of them, I would do the same thing. I mean, if you're Scott Baio or Liza Minnelli and you have the chance to fuck the other, you would. That's how I picture Hollywood being, is that celebrities just fuck each other to say they fuck a celebrity.
Duh. Yeah. Zoe Kravitz,
Wait, do you really want me to tell this Liza story right now?
Just tell the story about
Table 7.
Real quick.
Table 7 at Joe Allen, this restaurant on Restaurant Row. It's a table for two, and it's near what appears to be a very small outdoor courtyard, but it's not. It's just indoor plants with a skylight over it. And she, first of all, was smoking at the table, which is it was not in a smoking section, leaning her hand over the table into the fake outdoor area. Like picture you just being at your mom's house and smoking and thinking because you're ashing in her favorite plant that meant it was okay
That
to
means
smoke
like
in
it
there.
was outside. Yeah, like you're doing it in like a tree. Yeah.
So Liza's flicking ashes in this very flammable fake garden area. She's having drinks or dinner with a guy named Sam Harris, who is an actor. He won the first season of Star Search, the male vocalist. And they're sitting there, and I'm trying to break in to see if they want another drink. But Liza Minnelli never stops talking. Like truly, when you're at dinner with her, she dominates. I can tell. So I lean in gingerly, and I'm like, I hear her humming or something, saying something to Sam Harris. And I felt like I had a moment to chime in and say, can I get you another drink? And she whips her head around and snaps at me and goes, can you see I'm trying to sing the song here? And I froze. I absolutely froze. And I just said, and then she goes, I'm just joking. Give us another round. And then flicks that cigarette in the air. And I was like, Jesus Christ. I just thought that Liza Minnelli hated me for 3 whole seconds. It's like the worst thing that could happen to a gay man of my age. Can you say I'm trying to sing a song here?
And she's like
one of the
an A-list celebrity at this time, right? Right? Like she's like couldn't be more famous.
She's
right?
born an A-list celebrity. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's born an A-list celebrity. One other time I saw Liza, by the way, just as a bonus, I saw her backstage at the VIP room at a Cher concert at Barclays, like right pre-COVID, the tour she had to cancel because of COVID. And she walks in and everyone goes crazy and like, who's going over to her first?
Yeah,
I was like, of course I will. We were joking around. They're like, do you think she'll remember you? I've been waiting on her. So I go up to her. I was like, Liza, hi, we're huge fans. Can I get a picture? She goes, I'm not doing pictures tonight, but I am doing hugs. And I was like, I'll take a hug from Liza Minnelli.
Sure.
And we hugged cheek to cheek. So so Liza had, by the way, the smoothest skin I'd ever felt. And she smelled, you know what? She smelled like Liza Minnelli is what she smelled like. I don't know what flavor that is.
I love that she gave you a real hug. Like she's like, I'll do a hug. And like she really did like put her face on your face, you know? Not
face
like
to face.
Not an Oprah hug where she like grabs your hands and is like, yay. You know what I mean? Like a real hug.
I've never told anyone this before. It was a real embrace and it was warm and lovely. And she fingered me. I've never revealed that publicly before, but I'm going to say it on this podcast because I want our free entertainment to be better.
So prepared for you to do all these things. And every single time you do it, I still am like, God damn it.
I don't even know when it's going to happen though. It's like a form of Tourette's. It just sort of flies out.
Oh God. Well,
Bad Bunny, whose Grammy nominations are coming out. Yeah. Who's just perfect.
A huge success.
He's not nominated in every category. I mean, it truly is one of the albums of the year.
100%.
We'll see if he comes here to do it because he's ending his residency. He ended it this week. I think last night was the last night of it. His 30-date residency in Puerto Rico. And he's not touring in the United States because he is afraid that ICE is going to camp out there and start corralling people.
I like that he's doing that.
I think it's real. I mean, I think also what he's saying is very true.
Yes,
it's very true.
And it's also a thing of like, you are not making it a safe place for people to go. Okay, I don't want to do this anymore. Like around here in Toronto, I walk in the grocery store, there's all little signs on everything that says proudly Canadian with a little maple leaf. And that's on like Oreos, like, which PS, a Selena Gomez Oreo couldn't find one in this fucking whole, in this godforsaken city.
Because the FDA in fucking Canada probably has stricter rules about what counts as food.
Anyway, but that was a tangent. But like Oreos or like just like common items that you would think are like, oh, this could be like from America. Like it says proudly Canadian on all these things because they don't want to buy our shit anymore. And I'm like, who could blame you? Like it's a huge thing. And like, this is another version of that. It's like, oh yeah, you want to do this? Okay, well then I'm not getting none of your, like, you know, I'm not pouring any of my energy into your economy if that's what you're going to do. But yeah, no, I mean, that's, you know, if that's not a safe place for people to come listen to his music and he's like, I don't want to do this, then that should be paid attention to is all I'm going to say. Speaking of Ticketmaster, more Lady Gaga dates already on the thing, all gone, already didn't learn one motherfucking thing about like, you would think she would be like, I'm going to do this dynamic pricing bullshit and the resale. It's like, can we stop? Can we not do this?
The worst. They're the worst.
It's the worst. It's the worst. she added more dates, and it's just the same people buying them with bots that I don't know how to do that because I'm not a cybersecurity expert. And so it's like, when will it end? That's all. I'm done. Okay, goodbye. SAG-AFTRA. When will it end is all I'm saying.
When will it end? The Fran Drescher reign over SAG-AFTRA has ended.
We're back.
I will miss her. She took him through that strike. She was, whoever knows who the president is, we knew that Fran Drescher was doing it.
I
Her
remember
successor. Yeah.
the first year that she did it, and we were watching it. I think I was, because it's usually on when I'm in Vermont skiing, like over your birthday weekend, basically. And so I remember the first time us watching it, and my mom was like, "Why the fuck is Fran Drescher giving this speech?" And I was like, "She's the president.
She's running it."
And
She's running it.
My mom was like, "What?"
Yeah.
And
her successor is none other.
Stateswoman was fun. But
She was with a different voice, but sure, she held her own. She was one of the women of the year for that. Her successor is none other than Samwise Gamgee himself, Mr. Sean Astin. Fun fact, Sean Astin and I have the same birthday, same year as well.
Really?
225.
Wow.
70-something. Yep. It's we're
not
right there.
Goodbye.
70-something, which is my age, is also 70-something.
70-something.
Patty Duke's son, Patty Duke and John Astin's son, they'd be so proud. They were actors both. Good for you, Sean Astin.
I'm excited for his reign. I'm excited for his reign.
The Astin years. What else can we talk about before we leave? Oh, Mariah Carey. This is one of those sentences I wanted to say my entire life.
Dominick.
Mariah Carey will be floating over the Amazon River. Welcome to Fixing Famous People. She's going to float on a massive flower for something called Amazonia Live. It is a concert staged on the Guamá River in Belém, Brazil, to draw attention to efforts to preserve the lungs of the earth, the Amazon rainforest. This will be happening. Well, it's happening today, the date of this broadcast. So if something were to happen, now this is a year when we have seen both Katy Perry and Beyonce almost die in front of us on floating concert devices. Bad things happen in threes. And Mariah, honestly, I know you need to be carried from place to place, given your last name, but good girl, but not over this river. Come on.
Buckle up. Buckle up.
Can you just go to a skate park and roll around in one of those things? Why do you need to be lifted up like this?
Can't you go to a half pipe and just call it a day?
Whatever it is, just go on roller skates. Give me glitter. Give me anything but you collapsing into a river never to be seen again.
Wait, P.S. Last week when we called it glitter, I was dying. I was listening back. I was like, we're such fucking idiots. Anyway, okay, here's my question, Dominick. Why am I just learning about this today? Why doesn't the whole world? Why is the whole world, like, we knew that Katy Perry was going into space for months before it happened. Why am I just learning that she's floating over the Amazon River to and is it streamed on Amazon Prime? Is that what you're telling me?
I don't know. I mean, if you might have fixed that broadcast if it's not. I mean, obviously that would be great. I don't know. Let me see. Let me talk to the research staff. They're in the other room. They're behind glass. Hey, Queens, why are we just finding out about this today? Okay, they're miming to me because Mariah's only going 6 feet off the ground and Katy Perry was going something like 11 or 12 miles. Apparently the research team only tells us when people are going to be higher than 10 feet above sea level.
I just don't if this is raise awareness, I'm only now aware today, which I don't like that. And she's so famous. If she just gave one interview where she was like, I'm floating over the Amazon River.
Right.
Why didn't she
2 weeks ago, wasn't she just I've done enough? Didn't she just say that?
What the fuck? Well, I think someone saw that and was like, do you want to do more? And called her and she was
this
okay.
I'm not commenting on Mariah Carey's physical capabilities. I'm just pointing out that she is someone who has to, in front of live audiences for years, be physically carried from one side of the stage to the other. So when someone says that Mariah Carey is going to be floating over a river, I'm now thinking to myself, that means she's just going to be walking on a bridge over a river. And I think that to Mariah, that's actually floating.
That's floating.
She'll probably walk across it and go, how am I am I walking on water? What's happening?
She's
I was told
she's
there would
on a
be
skateboard.
tea.
Speaking
what
of
does she get?
speaking of
She
a
is-
skate park, she's just on a skateboard and they're just pushing her behind. She's like,
and she's
I'm
unconscious.
floating.
She's also asleep, and they're moving her lips so she can be singing to track or lip syncing to track.
oh God.
Coming up today on the a la carte for you Patreonettes. Chris hates when I say that word. For you Patreon people.
No, I
and
don't. You can do whatever
your
you want, Dominic.
Apple subscribers. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to read you in commemoration of their 7th anniversary together. Justin Bieber on Instagram posted the Bieber family rules. This is to hear us read these. This is the week you should get onto Patreon. If you
What?
There are 9 of them. There are 9 of them. None of them are like
God.
outlandish, but it's also
No,
like,
but
why'd you post this?
I
Bob?
already know. I know the energy that it's going to be, and I'm going to hate it. Right? Correct? Am I right to think that?
Kind of, yeah. We're going to talk about the Bieber family values. We're going to talk about Stanley Tucci being an Olympic correspondent. We're going to talk about even more drama at the departing Broadway production of Cabaret. And the other 2 things we'll talk about are the fact that Brad Lenny Cooper, hello, I'm Gigi. I haven't done that in such a long time. Brad and Gigi are still dating. We'll check in with them.
He's been laying low. He's been behind. Well, he's been operating the camera, so he's laying low.
And we will also talk about a story we might have missed from a while back about Lisa Rinna's daughter having a nipple infection. We will be talking about that.
P.S.
Topic.
P.S. Everyone, it is National Sepsis Awareness Month. And we talked about sepsis for like 5 minutes. And Ann Lieb, one of our like OG listeners and a cookie, was like, it's P.S. Like she's like, I'm dying at this, I'm dying at that. And then she goes, P.S. It's National Sepsis Awareness Month.
So we think that Billy Porter got sepsis on purpose to honor the month.
God, to cause awareness.
Yeah, why not?
But what are the odds?
Yeah, Christopher, you have a personal note as well before we depart. The Pre-Fixe, correct?
I do. Hassan is biking from Boston to New York City this week to raise money for AIDS research. And he has a fundraising goal that he has to meet by the end of the year. And so if any of you have it in your hearts, we are going to put the link on my Instagram, on my Instagram story, and in my bio, and also in the Fixing Famous People Instagram bio.
And on mine as well.
And in Dominick's, to donate to AIDS research. There's a lot of funding obviously being cut in this administration, and he's doing his part to destroy his body and possibly die, quote unquote, knock on wood, while biking all the way from Boston to New York City to raise money. So if you guys are able to give even $1 or $5, that would be really, really, really appreciated. That's all.
And after these vital messages, we are joined by Rebecca Louise Bregman, our awards correspondent, for our 2nd annual Emmys Slam Extravaganza.
Well, we're back.
We're back with one of our favorite people, and yours probably, Rebecca Louise Bregman, our awards correspondent.
Hi. I've missed you all. Thank you so much. All of your listeners, they're so sweet. They send me like hundreds of dollars a week, and all I have to do is cure their pets of cancer. And
that's amazing.
I lay hands.
You lay hands on their pets.
I mean,
that's your job now?
In my mind.
You just call them and you say,
I call them and I lay hands on them.
Yeah, I'm laying hands.
I'm laying hands. Yeah, that's my new scam. I'm trying to think of scams, you know?
Yeah.
Because everyone's doing the scam. Why not me?
Everything is a scam. Everything is a scam.
Yeah.
Like that Boys and Girls Club shit from the Emmys. That's a scam.
Get me started. But first of all, welcome. Let's play the middle name game. What is Wink Martindale's middle name?
Dominick. You're leading it? Oh my God. I don't know. This is a total surprise. I've never played before.
Okay. His name, he was born...
By the way, we're doing Wink Martindale, recently deceased, legendary talk show host. Game show host, because he was featured in the In Memoriam last night.
Okay, Winston Martindale, born December 4th, 1933.
The fact that Rebecca's flipping the script on you, Dominick, is so fucking great.
I'm obsessed. I love to play this.
He's a Sagittarius, and he passed in heaven April 15th, 2025. What is Winston Martindale's middle name?
What is his place of birth?
His place of birth is humble circumstances in Jackson, Tennessee.
the name of the town is Humble Circumstances?
No, he was born to humble circumstances in Jackson, Tennessee.
Okay.
I was like,
for a
truth and
moment, I was like,
consequences?
is that next to Chickapin Parish from Steel Magnolias?
Yes.
Okay.
This is a possible get.
Hugh.
I'm going to go with Clarence.
Oh my God, you're very close, Dominic. And you said what? Hugh? It is Conrad. Winston Conrad Martindale.
Oh, we should have known that. Dominic, you're so close. For your first time ever.
And one of the things popping around my head was the word Conway as well.
Really? See?
He must have been he must have been channeling. He must have been coming.
He was channeling you.
He probably stopped over at Buffalo Medium, the Buffalo Mediums at Aaron Bagwell and then
whispered
through her. Yeah. Right. And so that's why I got such a clear signal.
100%. 100%.
Well, luckily for Wink, he's not on this plane anymore and didn't have to watch the 77th Annual Emmy Awards.
Wow.
My general impression, and God forgive me, I love award shows. Hosting is hard. Award shows are hard. This wasn't it. I'm giving it a 5 out of 10, honestly, and a barely. I
really liked some of the upsets, quote upsets. I liked some of the wins. I watched, Me, The Pit, Severance, Get At Me. I watched all those shows, Adolescence. But that host, Chris and I were like,
no, we have to go. We have to start there. Before we even get to fashion, who won, who didn't, blah, 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 anything anyone said.
Gilmore's now. He got the name of the Gilmore Girls wrong. I'm sorry. No.
Yeah.
No.
As someone who loves the Gilmore Girls, how outraged were you?
Outraged.
Rebecca?
I threw myself out my window.
Again, I don't even know what his name is. Nick Stargate SG1.
Yeah,
what
Nate
the hell is
Bargatze?
He's Star Trek Stargate 1.
Why did I say Stargate? What on earth?
Nate Bargatze.
Bargatze. Again, he came on the screen and I went, wait, who is this?
He hosted SNL a couple times.
And I'm no one.
He exists in a section of pop culture that we just don't access. It's not.
He has hosted SNL a couple times.
Twice, right.
Yeah, the opening bit was like a take on this skit he does. So a skit that SNL basically wrote, know, and some of that was kind of interesting in the opener, but I'm sorry, go on.
I just didn't think he was a good fit for what a show like this needs. The thing is, you can't ever predict who's going to, the one thing you must always have in an award show, unfailingly, is pacing. You just have to keep it moving. He seemed so unsure. And I know he was one of the EPs of the show. He seemed so unsure with everything. The show felt unrehearsed. All of the banter was awful on this show.
No,
it was, I never wanted to go after writers. It was terrible. It was almost, they were taking acting and the competition so seriously in all of the intros for the awards. It seemed like a parody where they were just everyone dug deep in their souls to deliver to you the best performance. No one wants to hear that. No, we want comedy bits. We want Emily Blunt and fucking Ryan Gosling going at each other about Barbenheimer, like they did at the Oscars. That's the energy we want. We want
I
would Tina and Amy, all Ricky Gervais, all the time.
Ray Romano and Brad Garrett at the end.
That was great.
Was good. Yes,
that was one of the best bits of the night.
Someone was awake today.
Tina Fey made a Drake joke, so I thought that was funny.
She was great.
Also, I would have taken you did the Golden Girls theme. Why weren't we doing WKRP in Cincinnati?
Anything.
Let's do a couple more, and so we make it a runner.
Was it last year, 2 years ago, when they did all the nostalgic TV ones with Anthony Anderson? It was so great.
Yeah.
He is not, this man,
he's not
again, Stargate SG1.
Jesus Christ.
He is not famous enough to do this or learned enough as a host to do this.
And I will say, sorry, can I rant? I'm sorry.
No, you're not allowed.
Can I go? Okay. I just don't, I feel bad, but
why?
What he did about the Boys and Girls Club was such a disservice. The people who are watching this show now, nobody watches award shows except us. Like the girls and the gays and the people who love TV and the people who want to see our people giving speeches. And he cut them off. And I felt like he didn't he had a distaste for television. We're the ones that watch these shows. We're the ones that want to see, the wonderful speeches and nobody feel rushed. I don't know. I just felt like, and if they wanted to do like an everyday person, I started watching weirdly that Leanne show on Netflix and Leanne Morgan presented. She would have been better. She's funny.
She would have been great. She would have been great and would have appealed to the same audience they were trying to get with Nate.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I think he is
that audience. Yeah.
He is famous enough to host it, but he's not in the side of pop culture that we listen to. So I think they were trying to get that audience because they know that we're watching. Yeah. But people know who he's had a ton of comedy specials. Like there's a portion of the population. Yeah. He's just not to us.
But I think we have to own that. They need to let it go that not everyone is going to watch everything anymore. And you just have to know that, though. I mean, the ratings they did well, but I think it wouldn't matter.
Highest in 4 years, which I didn't understand. But okay.
I think that people would just watch it anyway. It's not like they wouldn't have watched Anthony Anderson or they wouldn't have watched LL Cool J. Like it would just be, and for those people, I think the show just would have been on, you know. I don't think people are watching it for the host. Am I wrong? Like, I don't know. I've never.
They're not, but it doesn't, you need, if at the end of it, if you're going to watch it again next year, you want to have a good feeling about it.
Yes.
And if you leave here having watched it the first time, you're like, oh, this is what I thought it was.
You're like, this is an award show.
Boring writing.
Yeah.
And it's not, you don't capture anyone with it. They took a step backward creatively. I also think there's something wrong with the sound design. I don't know what it is because like you could not hear the audience laughing. Like at one point I was like, is every presenter pausing for laughter that's not there? But they weren't.
They weren't laughing, Dominick.
I think they were. I think they were. It couldn't have been every person.
Yeah. I read that apparently it played better in the
it always does, but we're not supposed to know that. You know what I mean? Like it was really frustrating me because I'm like, why are all these pauses? And I wasn't going to do this. This is not a bit, but I'm going to.
Here we go.
When Dominick goes, I wasn't going to do that, means he planned to do it the whole entire time and it's been waiting 9 minutes. I'm
going to explain what just happened. Nate Bargatze just walked out of Dominick's room. I cannot believe this is happening.
He's bottomless.
He's bottomless. He's Donald Ducking it outside of Dom's
in white boxer briefs with red hearts on it.
We've converted him, you guys. We did it.
I think that we need a new term. You know, Chris likes to use the phrase controversial yet brave, and this is what that's going to be. So I think we need to put CYB in the glossary, and I'm going to say, I have a CYB coming here. It's just 3 words.
Uh-oh.
I don't even know what's motivating me to do it, but it was like the first major note that I took last night. God and gays, forgive me. 3 words. Jennifer Coolidge, enough.
No,
I'm done. I'm done with it. I am done with it. You do not, her bit is dragging shit out like Peter Griffin throwing that frog on the window in Family Guy. It's the same energy. It's great. She's got it down. But Jesus, Francesca Christ, on a show that started off this slow, that is not who you put up at 8:15 and expect to engage me. I screamed, come on, when she came out. And I love her because everyone loves her. Who doesn't love Jennifer Coolidge? I'm like, I don't want to see this at an award show again. I don't. Hurry up.
I know. I just felt safe with her, and I didn't feel safe until that moment. And so that was I don't get that he did that skit at the beginning, and then they gave an award, and then he did his opening monologue afterwards.
But it was barely an opening monologue,
and it was a terrible opening monologue, and it was
I don't even remember
like 2 minutes long.
It was the Boys and Girls Club thing. He just went on about that mostly.
That cloaked the whole night in this like, is this real or not thing? And it's like not fun. It wasn't fun. Like when Hannah Einbinder was doing her speech and she goes, I'll pay the difference. Like that's what you're like expecting them all to say and be like, I'll donate $10,000 to this because like I'm doing it, whatever. But like that like didn't happen. And then it like wasn't funny that it was like, oh, you just lost $20,000. Like in a time when like every time you get a New York Times alert, it's that like some part of the government has been defunded. That's what I don't want to see is like the Boys and Girls Club of America is like losing $20,000 because like
that he would just pay it at the end.
I said
and then it's like, then to not see at least Christine Milioti, that was one of the best speeches of the night because she was like, don't repress her. You know what I mean? She deserves to give this speech. she did a fantastic job in The Penguin, and she loves acting, and that's what I want to see. That's what floats my boat. That's what makes me excited about television. So,
and what did she say? She said, "I love being an actor," and then she
acting,
and it was like
so sweet.
It was kind of like when what's his name? When what is his name? Timothy Chalamet was like,
yes,
I want to be one of the greats, and I really want to do this, and I'm like really happy that I won that. Like, you know what I mean? He was like, I want to like be a really good actor and be really respected. Like, she kind of gave her version of that, and it was like so welcomed.
She almost crossed the line. She almost crossed into Hathaway territory with me last night. She walked off at the right time. I'm like, don't say one more word. You just said, I love acting, which means my dad is literally leaving the room right now. So don't go too far. Keep the Yellowstone.
She almost Bradley Coopered it.
She almost. Hello, I'm Christine.
She was genuinely shocked that she won, and also like immediately started crying. Her mom started like.
There are two more speeches. If we're easing into best speeches of the night, Jeff Hiller, to me, biggest surprise of the night, and also our colleague Jeff Hiller,
colleague
who we worked with at Boiling Points. I mean, it was a perfect award show speech. So many jokes, so heartfelt, so short. And it's the one I remember the best.
Totally. I mean, the biggest upset of the night in the best possible way. It cleansed my entire timeline away from you know what. And it was just like, everyone's so happy for him. That show is just a breath of fresh air. It's so wonderful. He's so good in it. I was fucking thrilled that he won.
And unapologetically queer with his pink Chanel suit. I don't know if it was Chanel, but it looked like it.
He said fake,
just
but
so wonderful.
Yeah, it was probably fake, but
it was it.
It looked fake, but it was, but yes. When they announced that he won, you saw all the other
gay guys.
Nominees jump out of their seats, like
Bowen,
roaring, screaming, like applause for him.
All the other fags in the category.
No, there's a picture of them.
It's like an all-gay category.
Bowen, Coleman, Domingo.
And they all jump out of their seats and they're so happy because like they're all like, oh, we absolutely are all like way more famous than him, and like this is his one moment to do this. And like he got it, and they were like genuinely so happy for him.
Yeah. It was so beautiful.
Trammell from Severance. What's his last name? Why can't I? Is it Tillman?
Trammell Tillman. Yep.
Trammell Tillman.
So good. Mr. Milkshake. Yeah.
I mean, first of all,
he's hot.
He is a hot piece of ass, number one.
Hot.
Googled, is Trammell Tillman gay? Immediately, he is. He is.
Yeah, of course.
He's out, which I did not know. I mean, he confirmed it when he spoke, but you didn't. To see someone pop up on stage like that and not be anything like the character that he plays on the show. I'm like, okay, A, you're brilliant. B, you're hot. C, I fucking loved the white tuxedo. It's very rare that can be pulled off. It might have been the look of the night. I mean, he looked that good.
100%.
Yeah.
The speech he gave about his mom, he was absolute, maybe the best of him and Jeff. He and Jeff Hiller, for me, were like the best moments of the night. In a night where, even though the show was a 5 out of 10, there were still lovely, unproduced moments.
Like everything, the team from
everything
Adolescence
produced was the problem.
Yeah,
it was
great.
That kid from Adolescence walking up the stage and saying, "Everyone have a great night tonight." I was like, "Fuck yes, I will. I will." Owen Cooper, thank you.
Like, 3 years ago, like blah blah.
I was nobody.
You were 12.
Yeah, you didn't have any pubes yet. Yeah,
this was his first acting job. This was his first acting job, and it was a brilliant job, and so hard. And I love stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what we love. We say it every time. We say,
I know.
No, and this is the other thing is like he was talking to like his peers. Like he was like, go do. He's like, I never thought I was going to do acting classes, and I did it, and I didn't care if like people thought I was stupid or a loser because I did acting classes, and like look at me now, kind of a thing. Like he was talking to this like Gen Alpha cult cringe, like they're so scared to like get out of. That's what all I read out anymore about them is like they're so nervous to like. Millennials we so desperately wanted to be original and like have our own identity outside of like what the mainstream is supposed to be. And like everything I read about like Gen Alpha is that they all just want to be the same, and they all want to be like homogenous, and they all want to just, no one wants to put like a toe out of line. And so for him to go up and give that speech, like that actually is important. You know what I mean? For him to like say like, hey, like other kids that would think acting is cool, like do it. Don't just like be
It's
a loser
great.
and like judge
great.
everyone for chasing their
He's
dreams.
like a theater kid, which is amazing.
Let's hope he goes the Daniel Radcliffe path
Yeah.
instead of like the Haley Joel Osment.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like let's hope he just goes the right way. Just some non sequiturs here. I believe Angela Bassett passed away 4 years ago and has been replaced by a robot. It is the only explanation I have.
My 911 queen. She looks flawless.
Exactly the same as like
I wish that
yeah.
the skin on my chest looked as smooth as hers
I know.
does.
Yeah.
And her arms like are my goal arms.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like she has like,
and you guys were
she
group
like tests my
texting
goal body. And it's like,
for sure. But you guys were chatting about CZJ last night. Same thing. She is like, she looked phenomenal.
Oh my God.
Another one in a strapless and that whole, everyone's got glowing chests this year. Everybody's got like flat, blemishless chests.
She looked better than she's ever, like better than she did in Chicago. Dare I say it? Like she looked so fucking good. I was like, God damn it. She's so fucking hot. Like just like a hot biddy. You know what I mean? Like she's what? 60 something years old. Like she looks
amazing.
41.
Well, I asked Siri what Catherine Zeta-Jones's age was, and Siri gave me FFP contributor Kat Pappas's birthday as September 17th. Yes. So,
do you want me to ask my Siri?
I don't care. Fuck Siri. I don't care. I hate this
Siri,
bitch every time.
How old is Catherine Zeta-Jones?
Catherine Zeta-Jones is 55 years old.
Oh my God. Is Carrie Mulligan in your house? Who is that?
Literally.
It is. 55.
I'm just looking at photos. I mean, goddamn it.
You're looking at naked photos of her?
Yeah, yes. Yeah.
Do you want to be alone?
And her dress is gorgeous. Like goddamn
That's great.
They hit us with her and then Angela Bassett like right after. Like they didn't, wow.
1-2 punch.
A 1-2 punch if I've ever seen it. God damn it, they look good.
Really happy that Hannah Einbinder finally won a Tony after on her fourth try.
Yeah.
It was smart to put her in supporting because she was never going to beat Jean. You know what I mean?
Correct.
Like,
yeah.
And Jean is like, the amount of Emmys that she has won throughout her career is fun. She's now
in the club. She's tied now with Allison Janney, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, and Mary Tyler Moore. They all have 7.
And she
now.
like for all these things that aren't necessarily like designing women, you know.
Yeah.
And she's just
now that it has sadly been announced that the upcoming season, the 5th season, will be the past last. It's likely that she'll win. I mean,
totally.
Just for the swan song, because why not?
Good. That show is the boof.
It's the best show. It's the best show on television. Like you can't tell me otherwise. It's the best comedy, at least on television.
But honestly, they're. I feel, of course, we'll be sad to see it go. They're absolutely leaving at the right time. They're absolutely doing it.
And let's all, if we're going there, so happy the studio won. I loved this studio.
Me too.
And that the Bear won like nothing, I think.
Yeah, thank God.
Fuck it. It already won. Yeah. And the amount of jokes about it being in comedy or drama is almost embarrassing at this point. It's just move it. Like, why?
Move it.
It shouldn't be an inside joke anymore.
The studio and Hacks are comedies, you know? Like, come on.
And there's like no confusion about it. Like, there's no. And there shouldn't be.
Yeah.
No, the Bear not winning anything, because I personally thought that the second season was terrible. Like,
I know the second season of the Bear, but the third season was better, but blah, 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 blah.
But like,
it doesn't matter.
I am so glad that the studio won so much. It was so good.
So good. It's going to be so funny this next season. I don't know. I just feel like, hopefully. Yeah.
The one thing I didn't love was Seth Rogen being like, I'm genuinely embarrassed that I'm so happy that I won. I was like, don't say that.
I know. I just think he's Canadian.
Well, he's like an A-list actor, so he's
he's Canadian. So but also he's made. I think he thinks of himself as like I don't know. I think because like of the stoner movies he's made, and he's
Pineapple
never
Express.
He's never been on the highest echelon. The award. He's never been on like an awards track.
Yeah,
that he's on now, and I think.
He's also hotter every time we see him.
I know.
He's legitimately hot.
He looks so good. Yeah.
I started watching the first season of Platonic. I'm not sure other than acting, I don't know if he has a hand in it, but like he's very good in that. And that's a little more highbrow comedy too. I just think he really is like, I can't believe I broke through maybe. I don't know. I don't think of him in the Bradley Cooper fake earnestness category. That's all I'm saying. I just don't see him in that. So, and
No.
I also respect that he doesn't want to have children.
No,
Just
I'm
saying.
annoyed.
I
I was
love
like
that about
annoyed because I
them.
was like, just be happy for yourself.
Yeah,
Like, I
you're
wanted
right.
better for him.
You're
I wasn't like,
I hope you have therapy tomorrow so you can
Yeah.
talk through this. Yeah.
I wasn't like,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
insufferable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And apparently, like, Ike Barinholtz is really great on set. And apparently I hope it's true that it's like a wonderful collaborative set. And so I really hope that's true.
When Catherine Hahn, first of all, Catherine Hahn just be constantly doing like rap star appropriation in like every outfit she wears is incredible, like in every way.
Yes.
And when she walks up to that, and that one thing about like it's the poster for the movie, and she goes, here's one of the things that we could do. She goes, this is here, Lady Libs. And then she points to the Twin Towers and goes, never forget. And it's just like it's just so dumb and stupid and like exactly what we would write. But like so fucking goddamn funny. And I'm like, you're a menace. I'm obsessed with her.
Obsessed.
That show is so fucking good.
Yeah.
Anyone that has not seen it,
Watch
run.
Don't walk.
Do not walk.
Come to my house. I have Apple TV Plus. You can watch it.
Yeah. If you, for once, were watching Severance for 2 seconds, like just stop watching that. Stop watching Patricia Arquette in her childhood home where her mother dies on Severance and go over to the studio and you will not regret it one time.
Not regret it a bit.
God damn it. It's so good.
Yeah.
And you want to talk about acting? Why did Zoe Kravitz not get a nomination for her playing herself in the studio?
I know.
She was so fucking good in it.
So good.
Yeah.
Seth Rogen is the first. He's the first person to win Emmys for acting, producing, writing, and directing in a comedy before.
Good for him.
Wow.
Wow. Yep. Take that, Jerry Seinfeld.
That's right.
Yeah.
Piece of shit.
You asshole.
Yes.
I'm trying to think of other positives.
Okay, I have Brett Lauer. I think she's great. She was so good in Severance. I know you guys stopped watching it this season.
No, she's great.
She had her note. Did you see the thing?
Said, let me out or whatever.
Which I thought was like, that's
funny.
really,
so if you don't know what
really
we're talking,
funny.
if you watch Severance, you appreciate it more. But on the back of her acceptance speech, she wrote, let me out. And it was pretty clearly visible, which goes with if you know the show, it's very clever.
Yeah. I also
she's beautiful.
She's gorgeous.
Her hair, her little
gorgeous.
like face, like she's like basically a no one, right?
Yeah.
Like before Severance, she wasn't that famous. Like I remember watching it and be like, who the hell's this?
I know.
And she's so good in it. Like
she wasn't even nominated for season 1. She wasn't even nominated. And then she just wins for season 2. Beats Kathy Bates, who, if you watch it back, it was only a split second. And I'm sure I'm wrong, but she didn't look happy about it.
Well, because I think it was Kathy Bates was favored. And then who was favored against Jeff Hiller? But I mean, those were the upsets. And the other upset was that Dan Gilroy won for writing for Andor, which I watched the first season of Andor and I haven't watched the second, but I'm happy because the people who watch Andor really love it. And I think this is what I found really interesting about this year, which is that we didn't have the same people winning. Right. And I think that's super important. So like Severance won a lot of tech awards. They won, what was it, last weekend or 2 weekends ago? They won a lot of those, but it was really interesting that, and I think it was like a bit of White Lotus. It was a bit of White Lotus, Severance, and The Pit, like splitting votes. And so Andor won for writing. And I think that's great. And apparently it was great writing this year. And I like stuff like that.
And I feel like White Lotus didn't win that much, but like I didn't need them to win anything. I just didn't. I didn't need Parker Posey to win.
They've been accoladed so much, and season 4 is going to be as great as the other ones. They didn't need to.
And like I didn't need Parker Posey to win. I just needed her to show up in that weird little Princess Peach dress that she wore and like look like a lunatic and me
I
love
wrote
it.
down Parker Posey cuckoo.
Yeah, but like that's what I want. I don't want her to look not cuckoo.
No,
I want her to look like she like wandered in off of like the set of. Remember on Rat Race whenever they get like. They go in that spaceship and it makes
about Rat Race.
You know what I'm talking about? And they get like, and they're like all freaked, and then they like go on that bus because people think that they're like out of a mental institution. That's like what she looked like when she.
I can't believe you're talking about Rat Race. Oh boy, Cannonball Run 2.
Anyway, yeah.
There's a whole section of the show that I didn't get to watch it live, so I was watching on Paramount Plus this morning, which does not have an option for you to increase the speed. Let's get on that, guys. Let's get on that before the next Emmy, so I can.
David Ellison.
Get through this in 90
David
minutes.
Ellison listens to this podcast, right?
Yeah,
because
David, we're talking to you.
In memoriam.
The Jesus
God forgive
song?
me. Trigger warning. It made me want to take my own life. It was like
same.
9 minutes long. And the humanitarian award with Ted Danson and it was inhumane how long it was. Why on earth would you put those two things back to back in a rundown and air them at all? You have 2 nights of Creative Arts Emmys the week before. Do all that shit there.
Yeah. I mean, I love the In Memoriam, but it was so long and that song was not good.
It was
sorry.
too much.
And like Vince Gill at a certain point, like, first of all, where's he been?
I
2,
know.
like he was singing and it was like, like it was like so far away. And I was like, is he okay? Like
I think the sound, like Dom said, the sound was
like
not good.
his like mic wasn't on
Yeah,
for like the
his
first
mic
like whole
wasn't on.
minute of the song. I was like, and I was like doing one of these, like, is he hello? Like I was cupping my ear to try to like hear him better.
I love Stephen Colbert's
Yeah.
at the beginning and then when he quoted Let's Go Crazy, the Prince song. And
Yeah.
Punch
He's
a higher
just-
floor on the elevator or whatever it was.
God, yeah. I just, he's such a,
When he won, it was like the room erupted in applause.
and it's his network. He's on CBS,
Yes.
the Caucasian Broadcasting Service.
P.S. Hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, want to hear something funny? Guess who is sitting 1 row behind Mr. Jeff Probst?
Whom?
Our Mess Gala correspondent, Charlotte Rose Coleman, stylist to the stars.
TRC.
When they shot over to Jeff Probst and it was like, Jeff Probst, Survivor, she's literally in the shot.
I love that.
She was there with Top Chef nominated.
Of course. Of course. Oh, Tom Colicchio looked good.
He looked great. And by the way, I have a note here. Jeff Probst can still get it. I mean, he is like, he's a rugged old coop, but goddamn, he can have a key to my hotel room at any point. He looks great.
That second facelift has really settled.
Oh,
he
so
looks
good.
fantastic.
Like, looks great. Yeah.
Great.
3 years ago, not so much.
Yeah.
That was a good bit. The Survivor bit with John Oliver versus Lorne Michaels.
Because it was only the 2.
We got in and out. They probably spent $10,000 on that set, and it was worth it because it was among the funniest 30 seconds of
and it
the
was
show.
so ugly.
It was fantastic. I loved it.
Lauren is looking old, huh?
He looked elderly to me last night. Sure,
Yeah.
I'm surprised that he decided to stick it out for
Something's
a 51st
going on.
season.
I don't know what's going on, but something's going on, don't you think?
He is in his 80s, right? I mean, he's like 81 or 82.
Yeah, I know, but
We'll
I
never
just
get out of
why
control,
didn't he give the show to Tina or Colin yet? Like, what is happening?
'Cause he
or
can't-
is
he-
it going to be canceled next? Is he
He's
going to
gonna
stop
go.
it?
No, he's gonna.
And
It's
go
he's
down
gonna
with the
be
ship?
put in the ground, and then they're gonna give it to
Okay.
someone else. Is what's gonna
All right.
right.
I probably. Yeah.
What other thing does he have in his life? Nothing. The show is. His
What else
life.
does he need?
He doesn't need anything. Why don't people retire? You know my whole thing. Leonardo DiCaprio, you don't have to act ever again.
No.
You have so much money.
Okay. Do we want to talk fashion?
Yeah. Kick it off. I feel like you're champing to say what you usually have one
Champ.
that you are like ready to just
I don't have
slam
someone
down
that
the
I'm
wall.
like. I don't have someone that I'm like dying over. But I loved Jenna Ortega as Isabella Rossellini
Yes.
and Death Becomes Her. It was so good. No.
No, it was. I didn't realize at the time that that's what she was going for. I reacted badly when she walked out. I love that she was your favorite because she was one of my least, and we don't normally differ that far apart on stuff like that. But I don't know why.
It had some get up and go where so many people. I was like, this looks like a fucking prom dress.
Yeah.
Like so
It
many
was a
people.
lot. I don't know.
So-
it didn't work for me.
But so many people's were so boring, and I was like, this is the
Also-
Emmys.
I'll agree with that. Look, at least she went out on a limb, and I like Jenna
Yeah.
Ortega a lot. I just didn't really like the top of it. But if I'm at an award show and I find out live that night that I'm going to be standing next to Catherine Zeta-Jones, I'm getting COVID, and I'm not going out there.
Yeah,
I am
sure.
not. I will not stand on live television next to Catherine Zeta-Jones. I will only stand next to her if I am playing her demonic daughter in a Netflix series. That's when you stand next to her, not when you're dressed as yourselves out in the real world. Absolutely not. No,
Nope. She's an overshadow.
Sofia Vergara was supposed to present an award last night and apparently had an allergic reaction to something in the limo on the way to the Emmys and had to go to the ER.
Do we believe that, or do we think her Botox? Like, she showed a picture. So.
She did show a picture, but it doesn't
Yeah.
mean that's not it. But
Yeah.
she did show a picture.
Yeah. Iowa Debris, she looked pretty.
I can't remember what she was wearing.
She has like this sparkly dress. Yeah, it wasn't a lot of.
I don't
wasn't
have
a
many
lot of-
notes of like
Except
people
Megan
I-
Stalter, Megan
Yeah,
Stalter
like
with jeans and a t-shirt. I'm sorry,
Love that.
that made
and
me
chewing
laugh.
gum in every
It
cutaway.
made,
I might
it made
add.
me laugh my ass off.
Did you see that someone tweeted at the VMAs? It was like Ariana Grande with Ava Max, but it was Meg Stalter. And then they had to tweet again and they were like, just kidding. I don't know who this person is, but it's not Ava Max. I mean, I don't have many. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't have many like notes of like outfits because across the board, I was like, what in the fucking snooze fest is all this shit?
I know. Now I'm looking.
People are getting it right now. That's the problem because podcasts like ours have shamed them into making sure they make the right choices.
Right.
But like, like, it's just not like, but that's not the right choices for me to be bored. Like,
right. Oh no. You know what I'm thinking of? Io Debris' outfit last year. This year, fine. This year it was fine. Oh, it's true. It was a little, I mean, yeah, Parker Posey did her kooky lady thing.
Yeah, I love
Britt
that.
Lauer looked great.
Lisa.
So when Catherine Lanasa
Blackpink
won for the Pit,
oh yeah,
was the moment I realized she's married to Grant Show of
and
Melrose Place and of the updated the Dynasty reboot. I can't believe that.
Do you know who she used to be married to?
No,
I'm gonna blow your mind. She was married to Dennis Hopper.
No,
and she was married to Dennis Hopper, and she was married to French Stewart. She was married to Dennis Hopper, French Stewart, then Grant Show. I'm dead serious.
A trio of husbands. Jesus Christ.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah.
Wow.
Magical
Crazy.
pussy. Yeah.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Yeah, for real.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'd never heard of her before. You know who I had heard of, though, is the woman from Little Big Town who they sang that 11-minute version of the Golden Girls theme song with Reba McEntire and someone else. What on earth? That should have been the kitschiest, funniest, loveliest thing.
Yes.
And it was like they kept missing the mark.
And they kept missing the mark of the note. They was like at one point it was like Reba was like, "Thank you for like." Reba was perfect because she's Reba McEntire.
Yeah.
And I like that Little Big Town like back in the day when they first started. But she was like, and she just was like completely off at the beginning, and I was like, "Oh, like what is this?
That woman is giving me Labubu. She needs some Alberto VO5. She needs some Stray Tamer or some. It's that the wig. The wig is too big. The wig is too big.
Her wigist needs to be called.
It's too big. Her wigist needs to be put on trial, actually. I loved her pantsuit, though, but at the top of it, she looked like a troll pencil. She really did like one of those pen toppers.
Like the anniversary? That's why I'm saying, like, why didn't we get
40th anniversary?
Right. I don't know. So then give us a couple more anniversaries. Greatest American Hero? I don't know. WKRP, like I said, something.
They did like an SVU one. Dominic, you were probably loving it.
Yeah.
I stood up when that
Chris
happened.
But it's because they
Chris
haven't
Maloney.
Yeah.
P.S.
Oh
my God.
I'm telling you.
The older he gets, I'm like,
all day.
I could watch
all
an
day,
Oz
like
maybe after this I might say goodnight and watch an Oz rerun.
Yeah. But like they had all these because they did that. Like, what was it last year or 2 years ago? It was like Martin and then this show. And then and that's when they did the Grey's Anatomy one. Remember where what's her name came back? And like they just did that again, but it was like not as big. Like it was just like
two of them
afterthought.
Gilmore Girls. Yeah.
It was like
Gilmore Now.
Gilmore Now.
Now.
Serenity Now.
Yeah. Amy Sherman Palladino, my queen, must have been just like
rolling in her grave that she's not in.
Yes.
It was like very weird because it was like they did some of those, but that wasn't when they did it the first time. It was so good.
Like Dominic, why can't we consult? Is that something we can look into? Like
we can
this
ask.
Is what you need to appreciate and love television. You have to do it tighter, faster, funnier. I mean,
it could be a fun 2.5 hour show. It really could be.
Yeah. You could make it 3, but you just have to make it funnier, love TV.
And like quick. Get in with a joke and out with a joke. Even like Ray and Brad Garrett.
The banter. The banter was the worst banter ever.
Theirs was long and I was engaged and it was funny.
I was too.
Like,
I really was.
Yeah.
Because they're really good comedians. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why.
Whereas like some of the people, who was it? It was a guy and a girl. And the guy was one of the brother in Beef, the show with Ali Wong and that guy. What's that guy who's so hot? And he was like,
that was terrible.
Like, hello.
What was that?
Like his voice was so deep and I was like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. But the one guy that was like the brother in Beef, hold on, let me find him.
His name is like
I couldn't tell you what his name was.
Oh, that's right.
That bit was bad, is what you were going to say.
But it was like, I thought it was a bit, but then it wasn't. They were like being serious. And I was like, wait, I was laughing at this. And now they're like being serious. Like it was like, Young Mazzino. It was him and some woman. I can't remember who it was, but they were like, I was expecting it to be funny. And then he was like, the women that poured their heart into these roles, like,
I know, right? We're
were
ready to laugh.
beautiful. And I was like, ha. And then I was like, oh, wait, they're serious. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, it was just so weird. There was like so many tonal things that were just so wrong about it.
So wrong. Ugh,
It was really bad.
I know.
And we hate doing that. We don't enjoy this part of it. I mean, we
No,
like complaining, but we want award shows to be great.
But I was like grinding my teeth at certain points because it was so painful how like he was trying to remember, like when Ricky Gervais did the Oscars, or was it the Emmys or whatever, or the Globes, and he was like, who fucking cares? they all fucking hate me. So we were like dying because it's like, he's like salty and old and just a fucking bitch. And like, it was so good that he just didn't care and was throwing it away. But this guy's like not famous at all. And was like, there were so many parts where he was like, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, blah, blah. And I was like, no, you like kind of really need to know.
Yeah. He didn't know.
He didn't know.
I don't think he watches TV.
He didn't know.
No.
You know what I did know is that I loved Cate Blanchett's outfit, and she's worn this exact outfit 9 million times, and yet I still loved it.
She looked fantastic.
She's so beautiful.
She's so. Did you guys see the clip of Selena Gomez? I guess Martin Short was texting Meryl, and
I heard about. I didn't see it, but I heard about it.
No, I didn't see this at all. What happened?
Okay, so it was Martin Short, Steve Martin,
and
Selena, and Benny Blanco, and Selena looks over and she smiles, and then she looks at Benny and she, like, you could read her lips, and she goes, Marty's texting Meryl. And I was like, oh my God, I love that.
Oh my God. Obsessed. See, like Lisa from Blackpink, like that's an Emmys dress. Hello? Yeah. Like, is this thing on? You know? Yeah. Like that's at least like there's something to look at versus like,
I think people are genuinely afraid of the line because the industry, which includes us, well, it includes us. It's like they're they're safing us to death. You know what I mean? They'd rather not be talked about than be like, this one looks diabolical or horrible.
They said Pedro Pascal looked like Gwendolyn Christie had very similar outfits. They were both wearing white suits.
Kristen Bell, this is the ugliest dress I've ever seen in my whole life. Kristen Bell. Yeah. This is like Dress Barn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, it's hideous.
Not Dress Barn.
No, it's but
can we
was
close?
Nominated. This was like not like someone attending. Like she was. Like,
so at least we didn't have to see it again. Yeah. I love Jean Smart's dress, by the way. She's a queen in every way.
That's like
head to toe queen.
What do we think of Walton Goggins?
He needs to cut his hair. He needs to cut his hair.
I don't think of him. They're making me feel like he's one trick pony. He needs to do something else real quick.
Yeah.
He needs short hair or to shave his head. If he was bald,
interesting.
I was into the like Pirates of the Caribbean-esque like suit with the open thing and his sun damage. I was into that. But like the hair is so bad. His hair is so bad. It's like when you grow out a bob, like that's what his hair is. And it's so ugly. And he could be so hot, but his hair is just so tragically bad.
Natasha Rothwell looked nice. I thought just a very just black, but she looked great. She's so pretty, I think.
Yeah, I love her.
Yeah. I know this is hard.
She's no Tramel Tillman, I'll tell you.
No, he won the night.
Let's close on some positivity. Let's close on our favorite. I think my favorite moment of the night was probably Jeff Hiller's acceptance speech. Yeah. I think that was my favorite moment.
I loved that. And also Kristen Milioti, just because that's acting. That's like the thing. That's the thing I came for. That Anne Hathaway, Bradley Cooper shit I hate but love, you know?
What was my favorite part?
The credits.
My favorite was the credits. Yeah.
Credit bed.
Well, I love TV as always.
Yeah. I mean, we still have that. We don't like the show where it honors it. So we don't like its masturbatory spectacle, but we do love TV.
Yeah.
Please keep watching it. And please keep listening to us. Please.
Definitely.
Please follow us everywhere.
People can find me at my IMDb page. I'm still looking for work.
First the middle-age game. Now where can we find you? She's doing all of it.
You can find me and hire me as your head of production. I'm great at my job. I'm funny. What else am I, guys? An ex-priest alcoholic. So
an ex-priest alcoholic.
Yeah.
I can't even deal with that. Okay. Dominick, where can people find you?
You can find me at Dominick Pupa on Instagram, at Domentary on TikTok, and also The website is domentary.com, and we are still a few weeks away, about 2 weeks away from announcing my holiday tour dates, but I'm very excited, going to places I haven't been before, and I can't wait to share it. Christopher, where can the listeners of our podcast find you on the World Wide Web?
You can find me at the Krista Rosa. You can find the show at Fixing Famous People, and you can find the Patreon at patreon.com/fixingfamouspeople. I wish you both well. And as always, where's Shelley? Oh, wait, should we do it together? Whoops. Slowly but surely. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Where's Shelley?
I am not as big a fan of us doing it this way as the two of you are.
I know you always do this.
It's too slow for me. I feel like.
But also, we know where she is. She's getting her back blown out.
She's at an Italian restaurant getting her
she's
back
at a
blown
Chick-fil-A
out.
in Temecula.
Like,
Good on you, Shelley. See you next week.
A dream. Okay. Bye, everyone.
Love you.
Shopify's point of sale system helps you sell at every stage of your business. Need a fast and secure way to take payments in person? We've got you covered. How about card readers you can rely on anywhere you sell?
Thanks. Have a good one.
Yep, that too. Want one place to manage all your online and in-person sales? That's kind of our thing. Wherever you sell, businesses that grow with Shopify. Sign up for your $1 a month trial at shopify.com/listen. Shopify.com/listen.